This episode, I'm not watching the Blu-ray version. I am watching a different version because apparently there is a licensed song which isn't in the Blu-ray version. Obviously there's problems with licensing for this show, but I want to get the full effect. So this episode, in episode 21, I think, I've been told to not watch the Blu-ray version. I've got another version here. Oh, are those craters? Not lake or lakes, but formed by craters. Dummy plugs. And Adam is progressing smoothly. Ah, all projects are interlinked, including Ray. Something 16 years ago. Very mysterious, this episode, it feels. He's out gathering intel. The Marduk Institute.
Evangelion 操縦者選出のために設けられた人類保管委員会直属の諮問機関。
Oh, okay. Trying to find pilots. So he's investigating Nerv, yeah. Huh. Double agent? Wow. Yeah, he's supposed to be like her handler, like Misato is, but... Oh? Oh, okay. Introduced to her. I thought she was like asking, can you ask like Shinji on my behalf out or something? Oh, she's going to a wedding. Oh, before they hit 30, okay. Yeah, he's concerned about Ray again. What's tomorrow? Oh, okay, there we go. Have to see Dad. Yeah, he doesn't even know what his father's like. She's noticed he's been staring. Seemed like a mother, okay. Oh, that's made her blush. Is she actually gonna go? Or, yeah, flashes of what he knows of his dad. The little interaction they've had. Yeah, this will be interesting to see, because they really haven't interacted much. Huh, you'll be seeing your mother too. Penven's abandoned. Okay, the wedding isn't anyone we know. I was gonna say, whose is it? Risako's got a nice dress. The green suit's there. Yeah, he didn't even do up his top button. Ah. In another life, maybe they were. Whoa. Quick cut to I'm assuming a graveyard? Oh, that's maybe what she meant about seeing mum, yeah.
ここに母さんが眠ってるってピンとこないんだ。
Hardly seems like she's resting.
写真とかないの？
残ってはいない。この墓もただの飾りだ。
Yeah, there's no body there, so it's not like she's resting there. And he doesn't even remember what she looks like.
すべては心の中だ。今はそれでいい。
Yeah, a very cold relationship still.
今日は嬉しかった。父さんと話せて。
Okay, that's good, but Ray's up there. Oh wow, what an episode title. I don't think that will fit in the YouTube the YouTube title description. Ah, some talent from Shinji here, yeah. Didn't know you could do that.
そんなの持ってたの。
5歳の時から始めてこの程度だからね。
I think that was pretty good. She back from her date then.
なんで続けてたのよ。
誰もやめろって言わなかったから。
やっぱりね。
And he does what he's told.
退屈なんだもんあの子。だからさ、ジェットコースター待ってる間に帰ってきちゃった。
Wow.
チュッチ、お手洗い。
とか言って逃げんなよ。
Okay, she's changed, yeah, in a dress now.
何年ぶりかな。3人で飲むなんて。
Kaji still likes her, commented that she's in heels.
やっぱり一緒に暮らしてた人の言葉は重みが違うわね。
って言っても
Like all the neon lights here. There's a cool shot, the establishing shot here.
あれは暮らしっていうより共同生活だな。ままごとだ。現実は甘くないさ。
Ah, they were just playing house. The effect of the reflection is cool as well.
美里には
一度敗戦してる。負ける戦はしない主義だ。
賞賛はあると思う。
Okay, he's not gonna fight for her. Maybe that was the problem though.
そろそろおいとまするわ。仕事も残ってる。
Ah, leaving these two alone now.
じゃあね。
Oh, that's a cool shot. Yeah, especially with how it warps the perspective.
朝帰りってことじゃないでしょうね。
まさか梶さんも一緒なのに。
あんたバカ？だからでしょ。
Bit of jealousy. What was that?
いい年して戻すなよ。
Oh, her throwing up. I thought it was like two homeless people in the street. Yeah, it was her throwing up in an alley and he's taking her home. Okay.
武将姫、そんなさいよ。
へえ。
あと歩く。
Will he actually shave that stubble for her?
梶君、私変わったかな。
綺麗になった。
Huh. We all changed, but something stayed the same.
他に好きな人ができたって言ったのは、あれ、嘘。バレてた。
Lied about the reason they broke up.
気づいたのよ。梶君が私の父に似てるって。
That scared her off.
それに気づいたとき、怖かった。どうしようもなく怖かった。
Oh,
君と一緒にいることも。
this is Fly Me to the Moon in the background. Is this what was licensed?
父によく似た人を好きになる。すべてを吹っ切るつもりでネルフを選んだけれど。
She joined Nerv to try and move on.
俺に謝ることはないよ。
違うのよ。選んだわけじゃないの。ただ逃げてただけ。
Yeah, it was only running away. Wow.
シンジ君と同じだわ。
So many relationships with fathers, yeah.
酒の勢いで今さらこんな話。
もういい。
Alcohol's talking, she's put her guard down.
時だって梶君を利用してただけかもしれない。やんなるわ。
もういい。やめろ。
A lot of self-hatred, yeah. There we go. Okay, went in for a kiss. That stopped her talking down on herself. I was just thinking maybe she'd pull away and say, shave that stubble again.
何？キスよ。
Whoa.
したことないでしょ。
うん。
じゃあしよう。
Okay. There was the one at night before because she had the bad date.
わかないよ。キスくらい。
は、磨いてるわよね。じゃあ行くわよ。
That's very sudden. Her initiating it as well.
ナイキがこそばゆいから息しないで。
Okay. There we go, a proper one. Oh, look, already he's guessing. Yeah, so real. Oh, Pepe's walking in. Oh, he's so red. Oh, partly because that was holding his breath as well. Oh. Oh. Oh.
やっぱ暇つぶしにやるもんじゃないわ
They're still young cooties.
カジさんってば
またな。
ラベンダーの香りがする
Ah, like her. Yeah. Nice, the setup of the lavender perfume, that was nice.
綾波は今日も休みか
Ooh. Ooh. We're going deep underground. Oh, that looks like a spine. Whoa. That's, yeah, like a smile on her face, though. Oh, the pipes look like a brain.
ああ、二日酔いの調子はどうだ？
おかげでやっと冷めたわ。
そらよかった。
Oh no, I thought he'd shade for a second there, but he hasn't.
でもアルバイトかしら。
どっちかな？
特務機
Ah,
特殊監査部所属。
so she's realised.
あればれか。
ネルフを甘く見ないで。
碇司令の命令か。
私の
How long have Nerv known?
司令やりっちゃんも君に隠し事をしてる。それがこれさ。
Oh, he's gonna show her. This is out of her jurisdiction. A secret.
エヴァ。いえ、
Oh.
そう。セカンドインパクトから。
Oh, is that the one from then? Oh, it's just like Jesus, obviously, on a cross.
アダムだ。
アダム。
This is Adam.
同じ人がここに。
Look how much Adam's grown since before.
私が考えているほど甘くないわね。
7 eyes? And we got the fly me to the moon at the end. That was that weapon that Rey was carrying at one point as well. The spear as well. Okay. Okay, so that's Neon Genesis Evangelion episode 15. Quite a few things this episode. The reveal that Kaji is actually a double agent. I don't know though, because Nerv is such a shady organization. I wasn't expecting that. I would maybe have expected Nerv to be investigating the other way round, which does maybe make me think that Kaji is like a triple agent and is actually doing this, and Nerv knows that he's doing this and relaying the information and can like feed him other information, things like that. Maybe something like that is happening, because yeah, something just feels weird about that. I don't know, maybe it was unexpected. I didn't expect that from him. But it's this other organization that he's investigating there, that is the organization that helped scout out all of the kids, all of the pilots, but every building he goes to is completely deserted. So is it much less of a scouting out that happened, and maybe they just knew the kids that it would be off the bat, you know? Is Rey, is Shinji, is Asuka? Is it just it was those, you know, they're the only ones eligible, but there's this whole fake organization for finding more pilots. And then Adam at the end here, whoa, he's changed so much since we first saw him. They've said he can reconstitute himself, and he has been going at a good rate. They've got him crucified, obviously, that's the imagery there, just like Jesus. And when Misato saw it, she immediately had flashes of the second impact and the angel that she saw there, the angel / Ava that she saw there, you know? And she said, is this an Ava, not is this an angel, when she saw it too, which I think confirms really what we already knew, that the angels and the Avas, they're one and the same. They're maybe slightly genetically modified from angels, which are also very close genetically to humans as well. Now there was actually on the base of Adam, there were like loads of little legs coming out, and I'm thinking like, is that Adam birthing more Avas, more angels? You know, we still don't really know what an Ava is. I've got plenty of speculation, but I just had a thought as I was saying that of like, what if the Avas are the people, are the pilots? So Shinji's Ava is like taken from Shinji's DNA and they've modified his DNA to make it into an angel and then grown it, and it's like themselves, you know, in a sense, but slightly genetically modified to become an angel. You know, that could be cool. That could be a cool way to do it. But it looks like, yeah, Adam might be growing some from below. He might be growing more angels, more Avas. And of course, we have that spear, the spear gone right through him, which must have been what we saw before with Rey walking down. What does that spear do? Just kind of bind him there? Obviously, he's still attached with his hand, so is the spear doing something else? What kind of properties does the spear have? Or is it just, you know, pinning him there? But that feels like that might be binding him there in a more kind of mystical sense. And then it was actually quite a Kaji focused episode, this episode. We had the wedding, Risako and Misato there in their dresses looking lovely. Kaji kisses Misato, taking her home there. She really opened up there. We get a big insight into her about how, you know, she's running away from things, running away from her problems. That's why she joined Nerv, and she ran away from him because he reminded her of her dad. So we get confirmation on kind of why they broke up. She was the one who broke it off, but he never really held that against her. There was never any animosity there, it seems like. And of course, we get the Fly Me to the Moon in the background there. Great to actually hear it, you know. I know it's associated with the show because it's the ED, and I have heard the song obviously before, and I've heard it when I did my OP and ED reaction video as well. But it's great to hear it actually in the show, even if it was just an instrumental version here. But I do think there probably is still something a little lost on me because I'm not hearing it every episode as the ED. There's not that kind of iteration, that reiteration of it, the association with this show, you know. It was nice, it was still a great moment, but it probably doesn't have the same impact as if I'd watched it and it was the ED song for every time the ending started, you know. It changes the impact a bit. And, you know, I do like when shows, I love when shows, they have that ED and they start it earlier on in the episode, you know, then it leads into the ending of the episode, things like that. I always love when that happens, or same when they do it with the OP. If they did it with the OP here, it'd be great because Cruel Angel Thesis is great and I've listened to it every episode, so I associate it with this show, but it doesn't, it's like there's a little bit of dissonance there with this because I'm not hearing it week by week, you know? Although at least it's a song I'm familiar with, it being Fly Me to the Moon, obviously. And then Shinji and Asuka's kiss here. Not what I was expecting. We know she's very brash, very upfront anyway, but she was very direct with this, saying, hey, let's kiss, let's try it out. She's fully aware of what had happened before anyway, but I do wonder as well if it's related to that date. You know, she agreed to go on this date. We never see anything of it, but did she go on this date to try and make Shinji jealous? I obviously think there is something between them. There is some attraction. She's at least attracted to him, and I think he is attracted to her as well, but she's obviously more coy about it. And then here, I wonder if she was wanting Shinji to be more jealous of the fact she was going on a date, and because he wasn't seemingly jealous of that, that's why she asked, should we kiss? Or is it like she went on that date and it didn't go as well as she hoped, it was just boring and she wanted to kiss from that date, so now she's going to get it here, you know? But then her reaction directly after, you know, she was the one who initiated it, but then she immediately goes to get some mouthwash and washes her mouth out, which is great for Shinji's self-esteem, I'm sure. But I think that's just her again, the kind of tsundere trope. It's her, you know, being direct and asking should we kiss, but then kind of backtracking on it as well. I think that still kind of plays into everything. I wouldn't expect anything else from her, to be honest. And then we have a little bit of interaction between Shinji and Dad. You know, they really haven't interacted much this show at all. I hope we do get more of it, learn more about Dad at least. And it's all happening at Mum's grave. Talking about when, you know, they left and were separated from each other. But Shinji was saying, you know, it feels like Mum isn't at rest, and this graveyard isn't, you know, the bodies aren't actually there, so maybe that's why he's feeling that. But I don't really know the circumstances of her death, because it was 2004, so it was obviously after the second impact, because he needed to be born. So I do wonder about her death. You know, is he saying she doesn't feel like, it feels like she's not at rest because the way she died, there was something fishy about it and she's not actually at rest, you know? Or is it just because her body wasn't there and he was saying it because it's not her body there? And then he's also saying that he doesn't remember what she looks like, which is crazy, and he doesn't even have any photos of her. There's no photographic proof. I guess, you know, there's proof she existed because Shinji is alive, but there's no photos of her. There's nothing. He doesn't have any memory of her because she was so young when he died. You'd think he'd at least have a photo, or Dad would have a photo he could give her, but there's nothing. There's no connection to Mum at all. It feels very severed, the relationship with Mum. But even though it feels like that, it almost feels like there's more of a connection than with Dad. Another interesting thing with Adam was he had a mask, and we've seen masks with the angels before, but it had 7 eyes. I don't know if there's any significance there. It just seems odd to have, you know, uneven eyes. We've seen eyes on the angels. I don't know if the eyes align to anything, like the more eyes, the more powerful, or, you know, an eye kind of for each level of them. Or each number. It wasn't really like that. It wasn't like the first one had 1 eye, the second had 2. It wasn't anything like that. But for some reason that just stood out to me. Is there some significance in the number 7 perhaps? We've got 3 Avas and pilots. Will there eventually be 7 and there's something special about the number 7? I don't know. That just really stood out to me for some reason. Okay, so I think that's everything. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below. If you really love this, be sure to subscribe so you can keep up to date on all the future uploads. So yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you guys later.